he's too stupid to run. He'll stand up there and get knocked out.
The pundits say you couldn't last 60 seconds with Mike Tyson.
That's what they say.
Mike Tyson.
One hit's all it takes from a heavyweight like me.
Butterbean swings like a wrecking ball painted red, white, and blue. Crowds jam arenas just to see if the heavy guy can really fight. But experts scoffed and swore one sharp jab from a real boxer would drop him. Yet the joke snapped back. In 1997, a short right hand dumped champion Ed White on the floor, and every doubter learned a new rule. Power isn't measured by waist size. Butterbean never liked overtime. 51 of his wins ended inside 3 rounds. More fast knockouts than many belt holders have fights. Writers first called him a sideshow. After the Ed White shocker, they rewrote their columns. Trainer Jesse Reid put it clean. He sells surprise, and surprise travels faster than a jab. A Butterbean bout might last 60 seconds or 4 rounds, but it never dragged.
Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
That promise of instant fireworks kept ticket windows spinning and TV trucks humming. Stick around, his craziest twist is still ahead. Eric Scott Esch was born August 3, 1966 in Atlanta. At 8, he lost his mother. Grief drove him to comfort food and comic books. Kids teased him for his size. Gym teachers sighed when he jogged in. Eric swallowed the pain and worked. After high school, he moved to Jasper, Alabama, laying vinyl floors 12 hours a day. The plant reeked of glue. Paychecks felt small, but muscles grew big. Co-workers noticed he could haul carpet rolls 2 men usually shared. Behind the jokes, they respected the power. One Friday, a supervisor bragged he'd enter a Toughman contest and grab the $1,000 prize. Eric shrugged. "I'll go too." Friends scrounged the $50 entry, then saw he weighed 406 pounds, 6 over the limit. They forced him onto canned butter beans and water. He hated every spoonful. At weigh-in, he hit 398, and buddies teased him with a chant, "Butterbean!" The crowd copied them. The nickname stuck like glue. Bell rings. Eric charges, loops a right, and his foe crumbles. 2 more fights, 2 more knockouts. Trophy in hand, he thinks, maybe my size can open doors. He quits the plant, climbs into a van and barnstorms Toughman shows from Arkansas to Ohio, stacking 56 wins against 5 losses. A promoter finally calls, "Kid, you fill seats. Ready to turn pro?" Eric grins. Doesn't take a 6-pack to throw a straight punch. Little did he know, within 3 years, he'd wear gold. Chapter 2. Building the Act, Stacking the Knockouts. Pro debut July 1994, mobile. Butterbean flattens Tim Daniels before fans sit. Fight 2, same script. By bout 15, he's 15-0 with 14 KOs. He understands showtime. Shaved head, flag trunks, giant smile. Adults laugh, kids cheer, but everyone watches. Doug Norris, July 1995, tries to dance. Bean cuts the ring, plants an uppercut, and Norris folds in round 2. 2 weeks later, Paul Springer, all muscle, boasts he'll bully the big man. 21 seconds after the bell, Springer blinks at the ceiling lights. Pat Jackson boxes slick, even makes Bean miss so wide he clips the ref, but footwork burns gas.
That's gloves. Go to the corner, wait for the bag.
Nevada, Buffalo Bills. And in truth, he thought that Myers outboxed Butterbean, but the Bean got a decision.
Walk through his opponent's more and fight more instinctively if he tries to get too fundamentally oriented.
Wouldn't it? Well, that does it for this fight. Butterbean gets the job done. When he gets in there against the guy he can hit, he gets him. And I know Oscar's here. Oh my gosh.
By round 3, Jackson can't breathe and quits. Trainer Tom Jones keeps tactics simple. Jab to lift the guard, hook to chest, overhand right upstairs. No fancy steps. 4-round sprints favor the sprinter. Opponents plan to box. Bean plans to blitz. Blitz wins. Purses jump from $1,000 to $20,000. Ring magazine crowns him King of the 4-rounders. After bouts, he strolls the aisles, signs ticket stubs, and lets kids try the flag trunks. Knockouts sell seats. Kindness sells hearts. Next up, a title nobody thought he'd touch. April 1997. Opponent, Ed White, IBA heavyweight champ, 6 feet 4 inches with long arms. Odds 5-1 against Bean. Columnists snicker. Tonight the Bean gets cooked. Round 1. White flicks jabs. Bean blocks. Swings. Mostly air. Crowd snickers but stays tense. One swing can end it. Round 2. Bean fakes to the ribs. Loops a right over White's ear. The champ's legs buckle. Bean dumps another bomb. Canvas meets champion. Ref counts 8. Waves it off. 2 rounds. New belt. The belt flips his story. Bean defends it 5 times. Scott Lindecker folds to body shots in 4. Billy Eaton, who once drew with him, drops to a left hook and stays down. Patrick Graham swings hard yet can't dodge the avalanche past round 2. Why not chase WBA or IBF belts? Manager Sherman Paget shrugs. Fees double. Danger triples. Pay barely moves. Bean already clears 6 figures for 4 rounds. That's smart. Commentator Teddy Atlas half agrees. He's cashing personality, not polishing legacy. Even so, the belt unlocks bigger arenas. Atlantic City, Reno, Tokyo. Pizza Hut hires him for a spot. Pizza that hits like a knockout. Sports Illustrated slips him beside Tyson and Holyfield in a fan-favorite column. His exit line never changes. Judge my power, not my pants size. Fans nod because the punch backs the talk, but bigger screens soon call his name. Late 90s TV craves extremes. MTV rings. Jackass. Johnny Knoxville gloves up in a department store. Bean lands one right. Knoxville folds like cheap chairs. The clip floods early message boards. Bean becomes viral before viral exists. Next stop, WrestleMania 15, March 1999. Special rules bout versus Bart Gunn. Bell rings. 34 seconds later, Gunn sleeps on the mat. Announcers yell, "Bean is for real." Pay-per-view sales jump. Real boxing rolls on. Kevin Talon walks into a counter in round 3. Kenny the Raven Craven tries angles, tires, and falls in 2. Marcus Rhodes soaks shots for 3 rounds. Then an uppercut sends him home.
Big weight advantage for Butterbean, but in round 1, push ahead. Now he's not jabbing too much. There's a right hand that gets in. Butterbean sideways around. Butterbean looks for the wild, free, swinging brawl. That's what he feels the fans like to see.
Slow-mo replays show cheeks rippling under Bean's right. Sports shows loop it all week. Fans ask, how can a 330-pound man last any rounds? Strength coach Jason Lloyd straps him to a heart monitor. After sprints, his pulse drops to 120 beats per minute in 60 seconds. Prime sprint recovery. Nutritionist Rob Fay swaps soda for water, bumps protein, trims sugar. Shape stays round, but joints ache less and hands fly faster. Merch erupts. Bobbleheads, toy gloves, Bean dip salsa, a cookbook, knockout kitchen. Minor league ballparks book him for first pitches. Sometimes they sail wide, but cheers roar.
Obey my commands at all times. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up. Back to your corner.
Score. But you're starting to see now a little more of the patience by Butterbean. Now he rushes in. He sees an opportunity. And Whitfield wise second and stalking him is Butterbean now. Butterbean knows is closing in. Whitfield, watch out. People, first thing they said to him, hey, you want to be famous? Well, that's not the word.
The brand's simple loop, spectacle, knockout, headlines, more spectacle. Yet behind the lights, real life keeps swinging. Money piles up. But life isn't only ring walks. Off-camera, Eric coaches Little League football, buys his old factory a new break room fridge, and talks to students about bullying. They laughed at me, then paid to watch, he tells classrooms. Kids listen. The proof stands smiling. Home stays normal. He marries Libby, raises 3 kids, and insists homework precedes fight night. Rescue dogs nap on the porch. He grills ribs for neighbors, waves at passing cars. Reporters expecting a wild man meet a soft-spoken dad. Knockouts are my job, he says. Being kind is my life. Pain tags every fighter. By 2003, his right hand throbs each sunrise. Knees grind on stairs. Sparring partners hear crunches when he pivots. He shrugs. Part of the deal. In 2004, he tries kickboxing, then MMA, then, because it sounds fun, Japan's Pride FC. He wins some, loses some, but never loses the crowd. Soon, another giant steps in front of him, literally. MMA debut, K1, Heroes vs 7-foot Hong Man Choi. Viewers expect cartoon chaos. Bean charges, drops hooks, even scores a flash knockdown. Choi's knees and reach flip the fight. Critics chuckle, until ratings show the bout tops the card. Bean taps out a few local giants in US cages, sparks highlight knockouts in Australia, and headlines a 2009 extreme cage combat show in Nova Scotia, selling out a hockey rink on pure novelty. Fans log in for one question: what if that right hand lands? Between bouts, he guest stars on Big Brother Australia, a Biggest Loser weigh-in, even a Japanese game show as Santa punching foam bricks. Each cameo keeps the name alive, and new bookings follow. But a lesson from an old legend waits around the corner. Not every headline shines. 1995, Bean drops a decision to veteran Tim Pollard. Cardio matters, even in sprints. 2002, dream bout with 53-year-old Larry Holmes. The jab still sings. Over 10 rounds, Holmes paints Bean and wins wide. Fans boo the pace, but Bean shakes Holmes's hand. I just shared a ring with an icon. He cashes his largest purse, tucks Holmes's jab under life lessons, and heads back to the gym. Next fight, he knocks out Cabbage Carrera in Hawaii. Everybody loses, he tells reporters. Not everybody gets back up. The honesty sticks. Loyalty deepens. Years pass, numbers climb, and a new fight scene explodes online. Bean's last pro boxing round came 2013. He turns 59 this August. Now he hosts a YouTube cooking show, Bean and Bacon, grilling steaks, rating hot sauce, fielding confidence questions. Videos draw steady views. Sponsors ship spice rubs and air fryers. Comments say, "You proved size doesn't kill dreams." He types back, "Keep swinging." Imagine a comeback in today's combat carnival. Influencer boxing. 4-round cards on streaming apps echo his prime. Story sells, not sanction belts. Butterbean vs. Logan Paul posters would crash servers. Youth owns the odds, but one hook flips odds boards. Bridger weight, 200 to 224 pounds, is fantasy. 100 pounds too far. Modern heavyweights average 6 feet 6 inches, toss 40 punches around. Anthony Joshua, for example, averaged 35 per round in 2024. Bean's old numbers, 70 punches in the first 2 minutes. Land early, spark an upset, let it drag, and cardio rules. Bare-knuckle boxing pays finish bonuses. 2-minute rounds with tiny gloves scream Butterbean. One clean hook doubles the purse. Father Time beats all fighters, yet legacy sits safe. The last Showtime slugger who headlined cards without medals or washboard abs. He turned ridicule into respect and laughs into checks. But what do the numbers really say? Career record, 77 wins, 10 losses, 4 draws. Knockout rate, 73%. Average ring time, under 3 minutes. Estimated gate revenue, adjusted for inflation, $40 million. Merch sales, shirts, gloves, salsa, bobbleheads, roughly $7 million more. All from a man too heavy to belong. Online, Butterbean knockouts have logged 250 million views across YouTube. Google Trends spikes each time influencer boxing trends. Nostalgia rides new waves. Podcast hosts invite him to talk mental health, diet, belief. Listeners lean in because proof smiles through the microphone. Moments beat resumes. Fans forget scorecards, but remember the thud when Ed White hit the deck. They remember Knoxville bouncing off linoleum. They remember Bart Gunn staring at lights. Butterbean built moments, and moments grow into legend. Every legend leaves footprints for others, if they dare step in them. 3 simple rules. Own your label. Friends mocked him with Butterbean.
Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
Butterbean takes a punch pretty well, as he's showing you here. grinning through the assault of Ed White, but took a hard right hand from Ed White. He just keeps coming with his own left hand. Oh! Haymaker right hand by Butterbean. And
Hey, how you feel? You all right with you?
gonna give Butterbean too many chances.
He printed it on trunks and made it a logo. When critics stamp you, turn the stamp into merch. Play to strengths. He never tried to dance 12 rounds. He trained 4-round storms and won 4-round storms. Build your game around what you do best, not what textbooks say is proper. Give the crowd a memory. Bean never promised a clinic. He promised a bang. One loud knockout sends people home buzzing, and buzz is currency. Whether boxing, coding, or cooking, deliver a moment worth retelling. Ask any fan who bought a ticket in '98 what they recall. Odds are it's not the judge's card. It's the boom of a 330-pound fist meeting a jaw. Moments matter. Back to the hook. Crowds came to laugh, but left chanting Butterbean. 58 pro knockouts, 28 first-round wipeouts. One factory worker who wrapped a world title around a frame built on grief, grit, and unbreakable belief. He proved power ignores body shaming. He proved fans crave honesty and a quick finish. And he proved the road to fame can be as round and as unstoppable as he is. Today, gyms buzz with skateboarders learning jabs, gamers renting rings, influencers testing uppercuts. Somewhere in that swirl waits the next surprise star. Who do you think will be boxing's next unlikely hero? Drop a name below. Tap subscribe if you want more tales of misfits turned legends, and keep your guard high. Because in fighting, and in life, the punch you don't see coming is the one that changes everything.